Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This evening, I was briefed by representatives from the UK Air Accidents Investigation Branch, or AAIB. They informed me that Inmarsat, the UK company that provided the satellite data, which indicated the northern and southern corridors, has been performing further calculations on the data using a type of analysis never before used in an investigation of this sort. They have been able to shed more light on MH370's flight path. Based on their new analysis, Inmarsat and the AAIB have concluded that MH370 flew along the southern corridor and that its last position was in the middle of the Indian Ocean, west of Perth. This is a remote location, far from any possible landing site. It is therefore with deep sadness and regret that I must inform you that according to this new data, flight MH370 ended in the southern Indian Ocean. We will be holding a press conference tomorrow with further details. In the meantime, we wanted to inform you of this new development at the earliest opportunity. We share this information out of a commitment to openness and respect for the families, two principles which have guided this investigation. Malaysia.
This is a breaking story here.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Charlie Rose with Clarissa Ward in New York. The Prime Minister of Malaysia is holding a news conference to update us on the search for Flight 370. Search planes from Australia and China report seeing large objects in the water this morning in the southern Indian Ocean. And officials in Malaysia are briefing some of the passengers' family members.
That Boeing 777 with 239 people aboard disappeared 17 days ago. The search has captivated attention around the world.
Let's go to Seth Doan in Kuala Lumpur. He has been talking to the families for days. Seth?
That's right. In many ways, family members, of course, want answers here, Charlie, but they do not want to find debris. We've been talking to family members all night. This press conference just wrapped up about 3 hours ago. There's really no news except for that this search had continued. Then about 3 hours later, we got word that the Prime Minister was going to address the nation, in many ways address the world here at this conference center where I am tonight. Of course, families waiting, hoping not to hear the worst.
Seth, did we learn anything about exactly, there was a sense from the Prime Minister that this essentially, while the search is ongoing, the hope for any survivors is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what these family members have been telling us for the last 2 weeks that we've been here. They said, of course, they want these answers, but this is not what they wanted to hear. They did not want this debris to be confirmed. It's their worst nightmare. Family members we've been speaking to have said they've had their bags packed. They're waiting for this news, but not the news of debris.
Let's just recap the evidence we think the Prime Minister is looking at that caused him to have this press conference today.
So he said that there was that Inmarsat satellite technology.
We've just been learning what they have been
Inmarsat satellite technology, which had now essentially triangulated or been able to locate the place where the crash likely happened, 1,550 miles off the coast of the southwest of Perth in Australia. Holly Williams is in Perth, Australia, the headquarters for the massive search operation. Holly.
Good morning, Charlie and Clarissa. Two crucial pieces of information emerged here in Australia today. First of all, the crew of a Chinese search plane that only joined this operation today reported seeing several pieces of white debris in the water around 1,500 miles off Australia's west coast, including some large pieces, square in shape. Then later in the day, the crew of an Australian P3 Orion search craft said that they had seen two objects of interest, one of them green or grey in colour and circular in shape, and one of them orange and rectangular in shape. Now, nobody here is saying definitively that this is the wreckage of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, but this is certainly the first visual sighting of anything of interest that's occurred.
So still nothing conclusive, but it does appear that I believe the Australian official that had released this news, special news conference, the debris that was found in the Indian Ocean, they believe that that is from the missing Malaysian airliner, but still not confirmed. Breaking story. Leave me comments, everyone. The mystery. What a mystery.